A once-in-a-generation winter storm is socking the nation right in the holiday travel season. The storm stretches from the Pacific Northwest to the Gulf Coast. Nearly 280 million people were under some form of winter weather warning or advisory on Thursday. That's almost 85% of the U.S. population. The National Weather Service says temperatures dropped more than 50 degrees or more in parts of the country. Denver International Airport saw a 37-degree plunge in an hour Wednesday, the biggest one-hour drop recorded there. Just to show you how cold it is in some areas, here's a slow-motion video by the National Weather Service, which shows what happens to water when you throw a mug of it into the air in western Montana. Temperatures dropped to negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit there on Thursday. The storm will also be affecting travel plans. Over 7,000 flights were delayed across the U.S. Thursday. More than 2,000 were canceled. Elise Preston joins us now from Oak Brook, Illinois, where the temperature is expected to drop to negative 10 degrees on Friday. So, Elise, let's imagine somebody hasn't experienced this kind of weather before. Give us a sense of what the conditions are like right there.
Well, John, if you haven't experienced it before, you will definitely never forget it. I've been standing outside just for a few minutes. I'm layered. I have hand warmers on. And in just the last couple minutes, I started shivering. But I am doing okay. I have some clothes that are cutting the wind. But this wind is kicking up. It's like kind of slapping you in your face. So it is definitely cold and not advisable. Even officials are warning people to not even come outside, to stay inside if they can. We spoke to a woman who was from Texas and visiting Chicago earlier today, just a few hours ago. She was completely ill prepared. She actually went to a store that day today, and she got another coat to kind of handle this cold. But you could just see that wind gust that just kicked up. That is part of this issue here, because so we're about 7 degrees now, but when that wind kicks up, it drops below. So in some parts of this area, it's actually going to feel like 30 below by week's end, John.
Elise, when that wind just whipped through, I got chills here in the studio. So it's apparently able to come through through the electronics. What, in terms of those alerts, are people taking them seriously? Those who live there and know what this can be like, or the streets pretty much deserted?
So, yeah, so the streets are pretty much, people are still on them. I can tell you it is bumper to bumper traffic. We were just kind of on the roadway for a long time, just trying to travel just a few miles to get to where we are now. I can tell you that earlier this week, or just yesterday, earlier today, stores were packed. They said that people were coming in ahead of the storm, trying to get in that last bit of Christmas shopping, or trying to stock up on food, or try to get things to winterize their homes, because they did not want to be outside after this really kicked up. And this kicked up over in the last few hours. It's expected, this alert in this Chicago area is expected to stick around until early Saturday morning. And people have told us time and time again, hey, we know what this feels like, and we don't want to be outside in it.
All right, Elise Preston, hopefully about to go get warm somewhere in Oak Brook, Illinois. Thanks, Elise.